Hello and welcome to my short story on how I created this flyer and specifically the illustration on the flyer. The first thing I always do when designing something is to do extensive research. I have some ideas, some keywords of what I'm searching for, and Adobe Stock Images is great in finding similar images. Once I had my main image, I took away the elements I do not find useful and adding elements and figurines that are more aligned with the concept I wanted to convey, which is building content suitable for online delivery. Apart from taking the two characters out, I also amended the colors to suit my color scheme from my portfolio website. Once the main frame was set, I took other suitable elements from different illustrations. Here are just 3 samples for you to see. And those are the characters I took away and I manipulated them further. I replaced the props with more suitable ones that would symbolize the digital presentation content that needs to be built for online delivery. The great thing about Adobe Illustrations is that they are made from lots of small shapes. It was simple enough to change the order, so the hands would be in front of the presentation, which the character would be holding. Once all singular characters would be ready to go, I created my complete illustration, positioning the characters according to their movements, etc. And then I went off to create the layout of my flyer, which you can see on the right. And I had a problem. The red arrow would cover my character holding the chart. Well, the solution there was to rotate or flip all the images along the vertical axis, so the red arrow would only cover the corner of the books pile and the laptop. And this is the result after about 5 hours of work. The tools I used were Adobe Illustrator and mostly PowerPoint 365. Pleased with myself, I presented my result to my mentor just to be asked how it looks on a tablet or on a mobile phone. Well, I did not have the answer for that, so I went to look and then I realized that zooming in looked somewhat fuzzy. I have a Samsung Galaxy phone, the edges on the illustrations are unclear and the text is blurred. Then I yanked my daughter's tablet to check. Same thing here, the visuals are unclear and blurry, which meant going back to the drawing board. All illustration elements which I manipulated for convenience reasons in PowerPoint, I had to re-import them into Adobe Illustrator and align all elements again. I also removed the shadow from the text that was originally applied in the PowerPoint version of the flyer. Then I saved everything as an SVG file since I wanted it to be a lossless, scalable vector image. I think it was definitely worth the effort. I was about to cry when the upload to my portfolio failed. My website editor wouldn't take SVG images, which was a bit disappointing. I tried various ways of saving the files, suitable for web, low to medium quality of 150 to 300 dpi, high quality up to 600 dpi, web images, GIF, even I tried using an image optimizer tool. But at the end I had to settle for PNG again, which quite frankly is the same file type I started off when using PowerPoint. And finally, my conclusions. It definitely has been a learning curve. I'm using PowerPoint for almost any building of illustrations or infographics, and I'm quite capable using it. So instead of trying to figure out how to use Adobe Illustrator, which I'm not yet 100% familiar with, I tried to save time using PowerPoint, which in hindsight did not work out. Also, if I had checked before what file type my web editor supports, I may not have done all the work. Overall, being aware of what the tools can or cannot do, combined with what my skill level is in certain areas, I could have made an informed decision on what file type I can produce and which tool would be the best to do it with. I hope this video has given you some insights on how I approached my illustration, what lessons can be learned from it, and I hope it may also be useful for you in the future. Thank you for watching and see you soon.